Are the Packers in danger of missing the playoffs? Do the Colts have a chance? And how much rust does Deshaun Watson have on him? Well, we're going to see if we can find the answers to those questions and many others as we get you ready for week 13. Maybe you'll be lucky. Maybe you'll be unlucky. I guess you never know. But it's time once again for Fantasy Football Fever starting right now. Hey, what's good, everybody? It's time for another edition of Fantasy Football Fever. It is Tuesday night, November 29th, 2022. Great to have you all here. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know I did. My name is Tim McClellan. Um, Unfortunately, our good friend John Flynn will not be available tonight, but he did send along his picks, and we will get to those in just a moment. But I am joined by our league commissioner, Mr. John Natale. How you doing, bro?
Oh yeah, very well. Yeah, Thanksgiving was great. We had some very enjoyable games, enjoyable food. I hope you all did the same. And yeah, playoffs are just around the corner. Can't believe this is the last show for the month of November. Next show will be in a whole new month. December is that big sweet spot when it comes to football. We know what teams are going to be eliminated, who's going to make the playoffs, the whole 9 yards.
Yep. December is the crunch time month for not only the NFL, but for our fantasy purposes. Our
Mm-hmm.
playoffs will be coming up very, very soon. And before we get to all that, let's go ahead and show our results from last week here.
Alrighty.
Put those up on screen here. They should be coming. There they are.
There, yep,
There they
there it
are.
is.
So, yep, there it is. And unfortunately, there this is. I took a big tumble this past week. I got blown away by Dino by a score of 153.52 to 96.28. Big numbers from Josh Allen, James Conner, and Zeke Elliott. I mean, it did pretty good there.
Mm-hmm.
So Dino still holds first place in the Yabba Dabba Doo division with a record of 7-5. I dropped to 5-7, holding fourth place in that same division. Um, Actually, here looks like Adam took down our man Natali by a score of 141.7 to 139.34. Ooh, he
Yeah,
just about nipped you there, right there,
yeah.
thanks to.
Leaving Brian Robinson on the bench cost me. Who would have thought Brian Robinson would have had 20 points?
Oh man, who would have thought that? I mean, sometimes you never
Yeah,
can tell, but you know what they say, any given
yeah.
Sunday, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Adam improves to 5-7. He's fourth place in the What's Up Doc division, while you, sir, are an even 6-6, holding second place in the Yabba Dabba Doo division. Another big blowout here. Our man Nick Dennison took down Casey by a score of 126.66 to 96.0. And if I'm not mistaken, from what I've seen, from what we saw from the messages earlier this week,
Mm-hmm.
Nick has clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah,
I
he
believe.
did.
I believe he has. Thanks. Thanks to that Miami defense and special teams with 26 points. CD Lamb with 87 and it'd be a little 117.96 there. So five, second place in the Casey's holding on to third place in that division with a record of 6-6. Flynn just keeps going right now. Ever since he lost to me, as I look back, he is pretty much hot, and he is, of course, we all know now he has locked up the number one seed in our playoffs. Uh, he defeated Alex Putnam by a score of 153.86 to 128.86. Good numbers from Lamar Jackson, Austin Eckler, and of course Stephon Diggs. Even though Alex did get 34.76 points from Justin Herbert, 18.8 from Jonathan Taylor, and 16.4 from Amari Cooper. And in the Battle of the X's, this was the team that we should be keeping our eye on. This is Adam's team, the Georgia Crushers. He defeated Irene's team by a score of 174.76 to 104.92.
That win made Andrew hold on to a playoff spot by a thread. He's barely hanging on. If he lost, he probably would have been eliminated. Yeah, he's hanging by a thread.
Yeah. So both these teams are 4-8. 4-8, and they're holding 5th place in their respective divisions right there.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and check our playoff preview right now.
Yep.
And of course, number 1 seed. So Flynn doesn't really have to do anything for the next couple of weeks because he's pretty much got the number 1 seed locked up right now.
Yeah.
If the playoffs were to begin this week, he would take on Adam, the number 8 seed. 2 seed would be Dino, and he would be taking on myself. I'm holding on to the 7th seed right now. The number 3 seed would go to Nick. He would be taking on number 6 seed Alex. And the 4th seed, of course, is Mr. Natali here. He would be taking on Casey, and who is holding the 5th spot. Meanwhile, still Irene and Andrew. Andrew still has a possibility.
Yeah,
I'm not
sure. I crunched some numbers. I think if Andrew wins out, I think, and Tim loses out, unfortunately Andrew would make it. So Andrew owns the tiebreaker because of the head-to-head. So right. Yeah, Tim, you gotta get at least 1 win to assure yourself you'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did I did a few adjustments on my team earlier this week. So
yeah, even Alex is in danger. He could possibly miss out.
So let us go ahead. Yeah, he could. So let's go into oh man, right now this is our preview for our upcoming week, and it looks like you and I are going head to head, babe.
Oh, yes.
And I got 123.1 projected total for me right now. You're at 117.8. Well, it looks like you got some good players on your leaderboard right there. Alex will be going up against Nick. Right now, Alex has the edge right now at 130.2. Nick is at 121.0. Adam will be taking on Andrew. Andrew has, look at this.
Whoa, look at that.
Lead 139.7 to 139 even.
And this is a chance for Andrew to pass Adam, possibly. They could tie each other here.
Dino will be taking on AC is at 115.3. What's that, bro?
No, I was saying this is a good big game for Andrew. If he wins, he ties Adam in the standings.
Oh, yeah, good.
And then it'll come down to who has the tiebreaker.
And it looks right. And of course, Flynn will be taking on Irene. Flynn's at 1 and at 1. So yeah, there's still a lot to be. So we have this week and the next 2 weeks, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Week 13, which is now at 14 in the playoffs. So yeah, two games left here.
All right.
Yeah, and then tomorrow's the trade deadline.
Pretty much where we stand
anybody wants to make any big splash.
Our league right now. Oh, yeah, when is the trade deadline, by the way?
Yeah, I was about to. Yeah, tomorrow's the last day of the trade deadline.
Oh, tomorrow's trade deadline.
Yeah.
So any trades
Mm-hmm.
that we want to make here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get out of there. So let's now go to let's go to how we did on our pick'ems for last week here.
Alrighty.
And our week 2 picks, well, the numbers do not adjust your sets. Do not adjust your set. What you see there is correct and accurate.
Wow.
Every single one of us, Flynn, Natalie, and myself, we all went 11-5 on our picks.
Wow.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely crazy there. Against the spread, though, Flynn had the slight edge 8-7-1, while Natalie and myself tied with 7-8-1. So, looking at the season so far with our straight up picks, Flynn easily has the edge 115-64-1, while Natalia and I are tied straight up picks for the season 108-71-1. Meanwhile, against the spread for the season, Flynn is holding steady at 93-82-5. I'm in second with 88-87-5. And Natalie is at 80-95-5. So, sometimes it can be a little difficult to kind of pick against the spread. I mean, you
Oh
just
yeah.
never can tell sometimes
Yeah.
in the crazy world called NFL. But as Chris
Especially with
Berman
this
always
week's
says,
matchups.
that is that
Mm-hmm.
is why you play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, speaking of this week, yes, this is week 13, and what you people are about to see from these things right here, it's going to be it may be pretty weird since it is week 13.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, there's nobody who's afraid of the number
Hmm.
13. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get those up here. Yes, there we are. All right. Let's go ahead and go into week 1, which actually starts on December 1st. First day of the month gives us the first game of the week. It is the Thursday night matchup on Prime Video. We have the Buffalo Bills heading to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots, and Bills are 4.5-point favorites. So, Natalia, I'll go ahead and let you make your pick to kick this thing off. So, what do you see here?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this one, I don't think is really too big of a surprise. And the Patriots are still fairly weak. I think at this point it's safe to say they're going to be third or last. The Bills are probably no worse than the second or third best team in the whole AFC. While I wouldn't call this a lock, 4.5 points, very generous. Not a lock, but Bills are still easily going to win this one, 27-17.
Okay, 27-17. Natalia has the Bills over the Patriots. Flynn is going with the Bills right now. He actually has them winning and covering the spread in a real good way here. He's got the Bills over the Patriots by a score of 31-24.
Okay.
And I will make this unanimous here. I will go ahead and take the Bills myself. Yeah, the Bills are. I'd say the Bills would probably be a lock for either a second or a third seed in the AFC because Kansas City is just too hot.
Yeah.
But I do see the Bills winning out, winning well not winning out, but I do see the Bills winning the division here. I'm gonna call this. Let's see here. I don't think the I don't think the Patriots will cover that much space. 4.5 points. So I'm gonna say let's give it to. I'm gonna give it to Buffalo by a score of 28-23. That's how I'll call it. So
Okay, no, so we're all the same way. Bills winning and covering.
exactly. We now go to the Sunday games. The 1 p.m. Eastern game starts. We have the Atlanta Falcons who will be at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Falcons are 1.5 point favorites. Who you got?
Yeah, this one was tough. I'm surprised there's so many 1.5 point games here. Yeah, this one really was a true coin flip. I think it's basically going to come down to who's probably slightly better right now. And I know that's my gut reaction. I'm going with the Steelers, but in a low scoring affair. The It's going to be the complete opposite. Falcons are not going to cover. The Steelers are going to win this one 21-18.
Oh, interesting.
I'm taking the
Interesting
Steelers.
here. So Ellie is taking the Steelers. Flynn is actually taking the Falcons by a score of 30-24.
Oh, so he's got them winning and covering. Interesting.
So it looks like it's up to me now.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is with picking this game, you don't know what Falcons team you're going to see, but then again, you don't
Right.
know what Steelers team is you're going to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I say if it's a near pick 'em like what this one is right now, it's only 1.5 points. So I'd say give the edge to the home team, So
Right.
I'm going to make it short. I'm going to make this a 3 point difference. Falcons will take this one. And I hate to say this to my buddy LC out there, who, and of course, he's a big Steeler fan watching out there. Hopefully, he's watching. But unfortunately, I hate to break your heart, buddy, but I think I've got the Falcons winning this one. Um, I'm just gonna give it 26-23. Nothing really special there, but
Right.
Falcons take it at home. I mean, if it's a pick 'em, go with the home team, right?
Yeah.
Now we go to Baltimore. The Ravens will be at home against the Denver Broncos. Uh, Baltimore 8.5 point favorites, which I think was almost kind of expected. What do you say?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. While the Broncos defense is pretty respectable, their offense is far less superior compared to Baltimore. Like they have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You got essentially the best tight end. And the running backs have been performing pretty well too. So give me Baltimore to easily win this one and cover 31-20.
31-20.
Mm-hmm.
Well, interesting here because you're not going to believe how Flynn calls this one.
Right. Did you
He
say the same
doesn't
thing that
think
I
either
did?
team will score 20 points.
Oh, wow.
He actually says it'll be a very low scoring affair. He's got the
Interesting.
Ravens winning. He's got the Ravens winning this one by a score of 17-9.
Oh, so it's an 8 point differential. Oh, so he has the Broncos covering.
Actually, he does.
Wow. Yeah, he has them covering,
Does
but
there?
barely. Interesting.
Uh, I hate to say this, but I think we're almost pretty much starting to see the beginning of the end of Russell Wilson. I mean,
Maybe.
obviously, the Seahawks may have won that trade, but Seahawks been they're doing okay with Geno Smith under center for them, and we're talking about the Seahawks a little bit later. But I'm going to take the Ravens to win this one. I say Lamar Jackson has a pretty darn good day. Give me the Ravens at home over the Broncos. I'm just going to call it 28-17.
Hmm.
28-17. Give me the Baltimore Ravens at home.
Okay.
Now, let's see here. Do you have anything here? No one said hello. But any of y'all who are watching, how y'all doing? And forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got two teams on the bye this week.
Oh
We
yeah, that's
have
right.
the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot to mention that. So if you have
Yeah.
any players who play for the Cardinals or Panthers, bench them or drop them. They will not do you any good this week.
Yep. I'll definitely
So
have to
you
do
just have
that.
to see if you can hold on to as much as you can. Yes, definitely do that here.
Yep. I got to bench Hopkins later.
Here. Right. Now we have the oldest rivalry in league history being renewed once again. We have the Green Bay Packers going to Soldier Field to take on the Bears, and the Packers come into the Windy City as 3-point favorites. So, Natalie, what do you see in this classic matchup?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at first I was kind of questioning the spread, but with Aaron Rodgers' injury, I think it's a little bit more generous now. Right now, it remains to be seen if he's going to play. Apparently, he checked out okay. Even though he left the game, yeah, Jordan Love was pretty solid when he took over. I mean, whether or not Rodgers plays, I don't think matters. It's still going to be a close game, though. I mean, as it stands right now, I think Aaron Rodgers is says he's going to play, but even if he doesn't, I still think Green Bay is going to win regardless, simply because the Bears have probably one of the worst defenses in the whole league. But it's still going to be a close game. It's going to be a one-score affair, but the Packers will narrowly win 23-19.
So you 2013,
23-19, yes.
23-19, says Natalie. Flynn, according to him, he actually has the Bears winning this one 23-20.
Oh, wow.
I can probably see that because it seems like the Packers are still struggling, and Justin Fields has
Mm.
really been coming on here as of late. So he's got the Bears winning 23-20.
He's got them covering the
I have
Packers.
the Bears winning 27-20.
Wow.
Yeah, I have yeah, I've got a almost similar score to Flynn.
Interesting.
Just a 1 point difference. Give me the Bears over the Packers 27-23, and therefore
Wow. Yeah, that definitely qualifies.
yes, I've got the Bears as my upset special this week. Give me the Bears over the Packers 27-23.
Ooh.
Now we're going to go into Detroit, where the Lions are going to be at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lions at home, 1.5 point favorites, Natalie.
Ooh. This one, I think is the definition of a snore fest. Yeah, this is probably the toilet bowl game of the week. Yeah, both teams are pretty bad. I guess it's just, yeah, when in doubt, like you said earlier, when in doubt, just go with the home team. I'm taking the Lions 20-14.
20-14. Okay, I'm going to give it to the Lions by a score of 21-13. I give you my pick now because y'all gonna think Mr. Flynn is crazy.
Oh, what's he
He
doing?
sees this as he does not see this as a snooze fest. He sees this as a score fest.
Whoa,
He said
whoa.
he is going with the Lions on this one, but he's
Mm-hmm.
got the Lions winning by a score of 45-41.
Jeez. Wow.
Uh,
I'm speechless.
yeah, 45-41.
Yeah. Wow.
I have no words either. I
His
guess we're
highest
just gonna have
combined
to
score. Geez, that's weird. Yeah,
we're gonna have
his
to talk
highest
with
combined
him.
score is my lowest combined score.
Yeah, we're gonna have to obviously. So I don't know. Maybe he sees something we don't.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
But anyway, down to Houston, where the Texans are at home against the Cleveland Browns. Browns coming into Houston as 7-point favorites. So what do you see
Yeah,
here?
yeah, this is interesting. This is a game to keep our eyes on. This will be the season debut of Deshaun Watson coming back from his, what is it, 11, 12 game suspension. Uh, it's gonna take time for him to shake off
Yeah,
the
I think
rust.
so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he'll probably be a little bit rusty coming in, but I would I wouldn't worry about it too much because he's playing against the worst team in the whole league right now. The Texans. I mean, the Texans have a good rookie player in Damian Pierce, but however, the rest of the team is pretty terrible. Brandon Cooks is having a down year. The defense is pretty bad. And I'm just gonna wing it and say Browns win 24-15, and yeah, why not? Let's make it interesting. I didn't really have this planned, but I'm just gonna make it my lock of the week. Why not?
Hey, why not? So Natalia's
Yeah.
going to lock up the Browns. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Not actually my lock of the week, but I do see. I can actually see this covering the spread, but it ain't going to be my much. It's going to be a 7-point win. Give me the Browns over the Texans, 27-20.
Okay.
There's your 7 points
Yeah,
right
Texans winning,
there.
but Browns covering.
Uh,
Interesting.
Flynn, yes, Flynn is going to. He's got the Browns winning and covering by a score of 31-21.
Okay.
And Mr. Flynn is also going to lock the Browns this week.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, we got Natalie and Flynn both locking up the Brownies. That's going to be very interesting to see. Right now, what's next? Minnesota. Minnesota's at home against the New York Jets, and Minnesota are 3-point favorites. So, what do you see here?
Yeah. This is going to be interesting because yeah, could this possibly be the end of Zach Wilson for the rest of the season? Yeah, they're brought in the third string quarterback Mike White to start last week, and he did pretty well. But then again, that was against the Bears,
Hey,
who are having a pretty bad season.
right.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings are the far better team. I mean, the 3 points is too generous. I think they're going to win by way more than that. They have the better offense. There's more weapons to choose from. Vikings are going to win this one. Oh, actually, okay. I actually did make it pretty close. Never mind. I think that 3 points is fair, all things considered. Give me the Vikings to win 28-24.
Okay. I will take the Vikings to win at home by a score of 31-27.
Okay.
And Mr. Flynn has the Vikings winning and covering 27-21. So we are all in favor of Minnesota there. Meanwhile, we are going to go to New York, where the Giants are going to be at home against the Washington Commanders. Commanders coming in at 1.5-point favorites. So what do you see in this one right here? Kind of like the
Ooh.
bottom half of the NFC East right here.
Yeah, this one is a hard one. This is weird. This is kind of crazy, but looking at the playoff picture recently, if the season were to end today, all 4 teams from the NFC East would be in the playoffs. That's pretty bizarre.
Has that ever happened before? I can't remember. I don't think that's ever happened.
I don't believe so. I'm not even sure if it can mathematically. But that's back in the day where there were 6 teams. But now that there's 7, there's a better chance. So yeah, bear that in mind. The 7-team format just started last year or the year before. The only way that would happen is if the last place team was better than all the third place teams. Yeah, I highly doubt it happened, but yeah, this year, who knows? There's a possibility the way it's looking. Yeah, as far as this game goes, this was probably the toughest game for me to pick this week. And the Commanders are on a bit of a tear. The Giants are dealing with some injuries right now, but I think they're getting some of their pieces back. The Giants are falling apart at the wrong time, but however, I think this is their last chance to bounce back, because if they lose this game and the Seahawks win, the Giants will catapult to the 8th seed, and they don't want that to happen. So I'm going to give the Giants the benefit of the doubt here. I think they're going to win this game fairly. A score of, let's see, what did I write down? I don't know if this qualifies as an upset, but I have the Giants winning 26-23. That's probably a borderline upset.
Why not? No, I'll give it to you.
All right.
I'll give it to you there. I've already picked my upset special. I got a feeling that the Giants could pull this one out. Give me the Giants by a score of 24-20.
Okay.
And Flynn is going to go with the Giants as well by a score of 16-13. And before
we both got that 3-point spread there.
Got the message here.
What's up, Tiny Tim?
Hey, LC Muscles, one of my fellow horsemen.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, sorry I had to do your Steelers, but Steelers are just kind of struggling, but don't worry.
I picked them.
If it were yeah, Natalie, you can thank Natalie for picking the Steelers over the Falcons. But I would say this, LC. If it were up to me, I would give Mike Tomlin one more year. I'd give him one more year.
Absolutely.
So, and of course, LU joining me in A Pizzle 90 for 4 Horsemen of Pick'ems. Of course, it's Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. YouTube.com/A Pizzle 90, APIZZLE 90. Thanks for coming in there, LC. I'll see you tomorrow night, brother. Anyway, go ahead and move on to probably the second best team, in my opinion, the second best team in the whole league. That would be Chickens. They're at home tonight again. They're at home Sunday against the Tennessee Titans, and are 5.5-point favorites. So, what do you see here?
Yeah, this one's kind of a bit of a tough one. I kind of think the Titans have a chance to give the Eagles a run for their money. The Titans have one of the best running backs in the league, Derrick Henry. I think he's going to have a pretty solid day. But I think in the end, it's going to come down to the receiving options. where I think the Eagles have a slight edge, but not by much. So I'm going to give them, I think they're going to win this one, just barely cover 27-21.
All right. This is what I would call my point spread game of the week. I believe that Tennessee will have a great game. Derrick Henry is going to have a great game. But in the end, they are one of the best teams for a reason. An awesome quarterback, awesome running back, couple of great wide receivers. I say Tennessee will cover the points, but I've got Philadelphia just nipping them a little bit. Give me the Eagles over the Titans by a score of 30-28.
Ooh,
That's how
a
close.
very close one.
That's how close I see this game is. But let's see here. Let's see what Mr. Flynn says about this one. Ooh, very, very interesting here. Derrick Henry is one of the best running backs in the league. And well, y'all are going to be shocked at this.
Wow. He's making the Titans his upset pick of the week.
Yeah.
It was tempting, but I just couldn't
he's
quite
got
do
the
it.
Titans winning 27. I
Was that
couldn't do it
27 to what?
either. But he's got the Titans winning 27-24.
Ooh. Yeah, it was a very close one. I almost did it, but I just couldn't quite do it.
27-24. So we're both with the Eagles, but he's going with the Titans here. Boy, wouldn't that be something? Now we're going to go to LA, where we have a very hobbled Rams team going to be hosting their division rival, the Seattle Seahawks. Whoa, Seahawks 8-point favorites. Vitali, what do you see?
Yeah, but before this season started, like when we did our predictions, I had the Rams finishing in first place, but that's definitely not happening now. They're in dead last. Yeah, they're having probably a real very bad down year. Yeah, they're down to they basically have their backup quarterback now. Yeah, Cooper Kupp being on IR doesn't help either, and their defense has been pretty bad. And Geno Smith has been pretty solid. I got to give him a lot of credit. So his offense has stepped up pretty well. Their defense has actually been pretty respectable too. So I have the Seahawks winning and covering this one, 30-20.
Seahawks covering 30-20. Going for Seahawks. Mr. Flynn here. Wow, he has got the Rams covering, but he will take the Seahawks for the win. He says about a score of 19. Yeah, that's pretty close there. But me and myself, LA is just a shell of what they once was. In fact, like I said, the Rams, they're not playing a team that won the Super Bowl last year. I don't know what happened between February and this season here. Seattle has been looking pretty good with Geno Smith. They're doing all right. I'm taking the Seahawks to win by a score of 30-21. And
there you go. There's your lot.
Not only that, the Seahawks week. Now we're going to go to San Francisco. Yeah. Let's go to San Francisco, where the 49ers are at home against the red hot Miami Dolphins. But the 49ers are 3.5-point favorites here. So this was kind of tough for me to pick. What about you?
Oh yeah, completely agree. This one was actually really hard. Yeah, I gotta give the Dolphins a lot of credit. Yeah, who would have thought they'd be first place right now? I believe last I checked, I think they're in first place in the East in their division. Oh well, Yeah, they have as it stands right now, I think the Dolphins still have a shot at the number 1 seed. Probably won't happen, but they're pretty good. And I think the 49ers are first place in their division too, which makes this even harder. Yeah,
Right.
this one was a true coin flip for me. I think for me, it just came down to I think the home field here, and yeah, I think San Francisco is going to get the ball last. I think they're going to win in the end. Uh, I have as much as I wanted to pick the Dolphins, I think the 49ers are just a hair better, 29-25.
I'll have to agree with you right there. Looking at
Hmm.
this on paper, 49ers just a tad bit better, like you said. So I'm taking the Niners over the Dolphins, but by an extremely close score, 27-26.
Ooh, got the Dolphins covering.
Yep. And now let's see what Mr. Flynn has here. Right here. Oh wow. Wow.
He's got another one.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. He's got uh, I wouldn't mind seeing, but go now to since where the Bengals are home. The Chiefs are coming into the jungle at 2.5 point favorites. So, who you got on this one?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Again, guys, don't forget since we just covered the Dolphins, make sure to subscribe to Alex's YouTube channel. He's a huge Dolphins fan. He loves to do Dolphins talk. So yeah, Tim, I guess get his name in the description.
Yes, he does. Fins up.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's
remember his name is
yeah, A Pizzle 90,
yeah,
4 horsemen of Pick'ems.
yeah. Every was it Wednesday nights? You said 10
So
p.m.
we'll
Eastern,
see
right?
in this one.
Yep. You said it was Wednesdays at 10
That's
p.m. Eastern,
right.
right, for the
That's
show?
right.
Yeah. So guys, be sure to watch so you could see
Exactly.
Alex talk about his Miami Dolphins and everybody else. They'll make their picks on the air. But as far as this game
Right.
goes that we're on, let's see. The Chiefs and the Bengals. Yeah. Hmm. This one is going to be interesting. Right now, some of the players are kind of sketchy right now. We still don't know what's going on with Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase. Even if they play, I think they'll probably will do okay. But the Chiefs are a far better team. But I think it's going to be a close game though. I have the Chiefs winning and covering 31-27.
All righty. I have the Chiefs winning and covering by a score of 27-21.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my goodness.
Do you have another one?
Well, no, he does not officially have this one as another lock, but he is going with the Bengals to win by a score of 30-27.
Ooh, whoa,
Yeah. Very, very interesting
wow!
there.
Did not see that coming.
No, me neither. Me neither. All right. Next, we're going to Sin City, where the Raiders are going to be hosting the LA Chargers. Chargers are 1.5 point favorites. So
Yeah.
I think to me,
This
this may be
is
the snooze fest of the week.
interesting. Yeah, I think kind of that this is all depends on this one's kind of tough one because have the Raiders are dealing now with another injury. I think Josh Jacobs apparently got injured late in the game or something, so we don't know what's going on with him. So that remains to be seen. Uh, and they're also still without their tight end Darren Waller. Uh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think we just lost the tally, folks, but he'll be coming back in. He'll be coming back in. So I guess here he is. Let's see if we can get him back in here.
Sorry about that. Yeah, somehow my connection went out.
See if we can get him back in here. Hey, Flynn, we lost you in mid-comment right there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I somehow my connection went out. But yeah, as I was saying on this one, even if Jacobs ends up playing, I still think the Chargers are slightly better. So I think they got the better quarterback in Justin Herbert. It's going to be a close one, but I have the Chargers narrowly winning 26-22.
Okay. I've got the Chargers winning by a score of 26-17.
Okay.
And let's see what Flynn says here. Oh. Flynn's got the Raiders winning 34-31.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting right there. Anyway, now it's time to go to the Sunday night game on NBC.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
America's team, my team, the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be hosting a very weak Indianapolis Colts team, and this is the highest point spread. Cowboys picked by 10. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say yeah, this is definitely not surprising. This is Cowboys definitely deserve this spread completely. They're a very strong team, and the Colts are definitely playing below expectations right now. If I remember correctly, I believe I had the Colts winning the division, but so far that doesn't look like it's going to happen. And the Cowboys have a far better offense. Cowboys probably have the second, third. They're definitely a top 5 defense for sure. So they're easily going to win this one and cover 25-14.
All right, let's see what Flynn says here. Flynn says the Cowboys will win, but he thinks the Colts will cover.
Oh, wow.
He's got the Cowboys winning 31-24.
Ah,
So
interesting.
he's taking the Colts. He's taking the Colts with the points, but he's taking the Cowboys for the outright victory.
Hmm.
Well, of course, I'm telling you, this defense I'm seeing is just awesome. Micah Parsons is just still doing what he did last year, just getting all them sacks, getting all the pressure on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys lead the league in sacks, but the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys also lead the league in penalties. That's
Mm-hmm.
something that they really, really need to fix up. Because if you're
Yeah.
going to make so many penalty games out of 10, you're probably not going to win any games. But I don't see any problem with here. Jonathan Taylor, I don't know how healthy he is. Matt Ryan needs to retire.
Mm-hmm.
I got my Cowboys winning and covering. Give me the Cowboys 34-23. I got Cowboys. And we're not overlooking anybody right now. I've just got my eyes on Christmas Eve. And last but not least, we have an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday Night Football on ESPN. Buccaneers are 3.5-point favorites. So what do you see here?
Yeah. This was a close one, but I was going to say, yeah. Don't forget, guys. But although we're at the end, we forgot to say this in the beginning. But if you think you can make picks better than we can, put them in the comments. And also, yeah, while before the fantasy season comes to a close, be sure to send us your fantasy questions. Always remember that. Even even
Right.
even even if even if play,
Right. Yeah.
even though playoffs are around the corner, we could still answer the questions. That's not a problem. Remember, yeah,
Yes.
any questions you guys have, be sure to leave them in the comments. think about it for week 14 because that's the last week before the playoffs begin. So think about those fantasy questions
That's
coming
right.
into week 14, and we'll answer them on the air next week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions because when it comes to that final game, a lot of people could be fighting for a playoff spot. But no, but yeah, but moving on now, we're on the last game. Also, feel free to make predictions
Yep.
yourselves too. But moving on to this game, and this one's kind of interesting. Somehow the Bucks are in first place and under 500. It's not every day you see a division leader with a sub 500 record. Yeah, I want to say the last time that we had a
That
sub.
reminds me. It was the NFC East a few couple ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time a division winner won with an under 500 record. It might have been the Seahawks one year, but I can't recall for sure. Right now we're on pace to see that
No, I
happen.
remember this because I was watching. I was watching ESPN.
Uh-huh.
That show Get Up every morning.
Mm-hmm. Right.
There was the trivia question was, who was the last division winner with a 500 or sub 500 record to win their division?
Uh-huh.
It was the 2020 Washington football team.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there
Of
you have
course,
it.
now called the Commanders.
Right. Oh yeah, there you have it. That's every given Sunday. But oh yeah, who would have expected that the Bucks would
Right.
be, I think right now 5-6, I believe. First place under 500. Wow. As far as this game goes, yeah, I believe Alvin Kamara might be dealing with an injury if I remember correctly. So that's just going to make things worse for the Saints. I mean, while both teams are struggling right now, the Bucks are struggling a lot less. So I think they're going to win this one, but barely. 28-23.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bucks myself to win this one by a score of 421. And the tally, he's got the Bucks winning this one by 13-7. He does not see many points scored in this game.
Ooh. Oh, low scoring
So
affair there.
13-7.
Hmm.
Yeah. We have another message here. Let's see that one here. Oh, Mass Deadly. He's a big Bengals fan right here, and he usually pops in to watch the Four Horsemen of Pick'em show. So, Dashy, I am so happy that you would come check us out here with Fan Football Fever. Yeah, what did I say about the Bengals? Yeah, they're going up against the Chiefs. So, and I picked the Chiefs to win this one. Sorry, Dashy.
Yeah. But I believe
Anyway,
Flynn did.
Dashy, hope to catch you tomorrow night.
Yeah. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, you'll be Dashy. You'll be happy about John Flynn. He picked the Bengals to beat the Chiefs by a score of 30-27. So, so at least you can be happy for him on that. So, so I'll see. Hope they come. Yeah, I'll see you, Dashy. I'll see you. So, and I guess that pretty much does it for our show this week. Of course, Flynn couldn't be here, but that does not give you people any excuse not to listen to Hooked on Sports. You know, we got the links down in the description area.
2 shows a week.
Click on one of those links, and you will get shows during the season. So be sure to click on those links to listen to Hooked on Sports. And of course, I'll be on the A Pizzle 90 channel on YouTube tomorrow night for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. So we're getting into December. December is going to be upon us, the nitty gritty for our playoff positioning, not only in fantasy, but in the NFL as well. It's an awesome time to watch pro football.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll definitely have to preview the playoff picture next week. The NFL playoff
We'll
picture.
definitely have to do that. So, exactly. We'll take a look at that here. So,
And
Natalie,
don't
got
forget the
any
bye week.
closing thoughts?
Let's say, yeah. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a big week for games. That's for sure. Yes, yeah. Because yeah, week 14, like I said, that's the real nitty gritty. That's the last of the potential fantasy questions. Because that's the week we'll know who is definitely in position of making the playoffs, and we might even be able to know who plays who prior to it.
Probably. We have a late fantasy question.
Ooh, let's see here.
ABZAR12. Should I trade Kyler Murray and Jamal Williams for Deshaun Watson and James Conner? And he has Swift.
Ooh, let's see.
Uh,
I don't know because I think Deshaun Watson might be a little bit rusty his first go around. I honestly think you're better off holding on to Kyler Murray because I think he's going to be more solid down the stretch. But I mean, that's a tough one. I mean, if you have another quarterback option, I would just use him because yeah,
yeah,
Murray's not going to be useful now because of the bye week. But I mean, if you're desperate and really need a
right.
backup quarterback, I would say go for it. Otherwise, I think down the road, come playoff time, you're better off having Kyler Murray. Well, what do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I would kind of hold because, like Natalia says, we don't know how much rust is on Deshaun Watson. James Conner is a decent player. I mean,
Mhm.
he's not flashy. He doesn't put up really big numbers, but he's a. I'd say he's probably a number 2 or number 3 on your fantasy depth chart, maybe. Jamal Williams, I wouldn't know. Kyler Murray, of course, he's off this week, so. But if you have a better quarterback option, I would say go for that. That's basically the best answer I can give.
Yeah, I think
So,
Murray's gonna be more useful
thanks
down the
for your
stretch.
question and thanks for watching. Right, right. Thanks a lot there, buddy. So I guess we'll close up shop for this week.
Yeah, yeah. So I made my closing remarks. You have any closing
December's
remarks, Tim?
upon us, folks, and
Oh yeah.
uh, I'm just gonna
Any
say, get ready for a month. Get ready for a month to remember because I think it's gonna be very exciting.
and don't forget, folks. It probably and
So,
it depends on your league settings, but check your league settings for the trade deadline in case or ask your commissioner in your league when the trade deadline is if you're not sure. Because if you guys are fighting for a playoff spot and need to do the trades, that might be worth it.
so with that, we will go ahead and close this session of Fantasy Football Fever. We hope to see you people same time, same place next Tuesday night. For
Mhm.
John Flynn, for John Talley, my name is Tim McClellan. Thanks for watching us. Have a good week. Enjoy the games. God bless you, folks. And as always, be a good sport. See ya.